Once upon a time, in a cozy little kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters who were not kind or gentle. They made Cinderella do all the chores while they relaxed and enjoyed their lavish lifestyle. Despite her hardships, Cinderella always wore a big smile and stayed kind-hearted. One day, a royal announcement came. The king had arranged a grand ball where the prince would choose his bride. The whole kingdom was invited, and the air was filled with excitement. Cinderella's stepsisters couldn't stop talking about what they would wear and how they would win the prince's heart. On the day of the ball, Cinderella helped her stepsisters get ready, hoping she could join them. But her stepmother said, "You can't go looking like that, with all the ash from the fireplace on you." Heartbroken, Cinderella watched as they left for the ball. She sat by the fireplace, trying to brush away tears. Suddenly, a soft, magical light filled the room. It was her fairy godmother. With a wave of her wand, she said, "Dear Cinderella, you shall go to the ball." She transformed Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown and her old shoes into sparkling glass slippers. A pumpkin turned into a dazzling carriage, and mice turned into horses to pull it. But there was one condition. "Remember, Cinderella, this magic will only last until the clock strikes midnight," warned her fairy godmother. Cinderella arrived at the ball, and everyone marveled at her elegance and grace. The prince was enchanted and asked her to dance. They danced all evening, lost in the magic of the night. However, as the clock began to chime midnight, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's words. She hurriedly left, leaving behind one glass slipper in her haste. The next day, the prince, determined to find the mysterious girl, announced he would marry the owner of the glass slipper. He visited every house in the kingdom. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the delicate shoe, but it didn't fit. Finally, Cinderella tried it on. To everyone's astonishment, the slipper fit perfectly. The prince recognized her from the ball and knew she was the one. Overjoyed, he asked her to marry him. Cinderella, smiling brightly, nodded yes, and the two lived happily ever after, proving that kindness and perseverance always find their reward.